Namaskaram, Masters. Welcome to day 20 of Aatma, Deepo, Bhava. Be a light unto yourself. I hope everyone had a wonderful meditation session. First, my deepest gratitude to our Grandmaster Prabodh Garu for his guidance and support, for providing this wonderful event, this wonderful platform, and to the leadership team and hosting team. Thank you so much for the hard work to make this all happen. And to all the attendees here with us today, thank you, thank you, thank you. With great pleasure, I would like to introduce Master Swapna, who will be sharing her wisdom on the topic Women, a Wonder in Creation. She is a shining example of a woman who has embraced her spiritual journey and made a difference in her community. Her dedication to spreading the knowledge of meditation and spirituality is truly admirable. She has been an active participant in many Pyramid Spiritual Society movement PSSM events in the USA and has dedicated herself to hosting meditation classes for both kids and adults. Her contribution to the community have not gone unnoticed. She is known for hosting programs like Face to Face with Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, Digital Media, Digital Meditation Summit, Digital Swadhyaya Yogam, Face to Face with Varalakshmi Madam, and hosting a spiritual talk show, Soul Connect, on PMC Global. Master Swapna has participated in transformative programs like Train Your Mind, Enlightenment Coaching, Astral Travel, and Gudakesha. All of these experiences have allowed her to deepen her understanding and connections with the teachings of our Grandmaster Prabodh Achyutha. Please join me in welcoming Master Swapna and be ready to be inspired and motivated by her wisdom. The stage is yours, Master.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mani Garu. Hello, everyone. Om Namah Saraswati Namaha. My gratitude to Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. Gratitude to Grandmaster Prabodh Garu. And the author of the book that I'm going to share wisdom from, Srimati D.V. Sridevi Madam. I'm very blessed and fortunate, Masters, to be with you all here and shared wisdom from this book. In Telugu, it is called as Srustilo Adbhutamainadi Stri, which means woman, wonder in creation. So I'm very blessed to actually get this opportunity of reading the book and sharing the wisdom with you all. It has answered many of my questions, and I hope it will for you all too. So this book is based on spiritual and life experiences of Sridevi Garu, who through meditation healed her physical and mental health problems without using any medications. So she practices Anapanasati meditation, and she has written this book to share the wisdom that she gained through her practice and her experiences. And, before we go on with what exactly she shared in the book, first of all, we need to understand when we say woman, a wonder in creation, the feminine aspect. So what is divine feminine? So divine feminine is that divine power that actually connects and binds the earth together, is what they say. In other words, it's the goddess energy that exists within all of us. And many ancient cultures have a divine feminine concept, like the Egyptians had about Isis, and the Greeks had Aphrodite, and Hindus said Shakti. So this aspects of divine feminine can be found in almost all ancient and modern belief systems. And the divine feminine is not what society's interpretation of being feminine. It is a force that actually exists in every male and female, and it is a state of being and awareness. That awareness actually encompasses life as something very sacred, and honoring your being and loving your body, trusting your intuition, creating a sacred space are a few ways that divine feminine helps us to balance. So this aspect of feminine has been hidden from most men due to their masculine will. So basically, divine feminine seeks to awaken you at your deepest levels of self-understanding. So you may understand life better and you may live life to the fullest. And divine feminine is often associated with fertility, creativity, and intuition. And tapping into this energy can help heal mind, body, and soul, and especially for women, which is wherein the divine feminine is like a dominant part, right? So in this book, the author was talking about addressing her experiences and her visions, and also she covers many aspects that many of the women as well as men need to know. What is special about women? Why are women considered as Shakti, right? So a woman is considered to be a collective energy of all goddesses. You know, in the modern world, like we see a lot of scientific and technological advancements, and people are not able to live life with good physical and mental health. So especially 90% of the women, it is research that, you know, are suffering with various physical and mental ailments and wrong beliefs throughout their entire life. So the only way to achieve and live a happy and healthy life is through regular practice of meditation, and few other great practices like practicing silence. So during Navratri, the author got a vision and a message that a woman is nothing but she's a collective energy. So you all know that in Hindu tradition, we worship 10 forms of goddesses during Navratri and Dasara. And these are nothing but the 10 steps to achieve a happy, healthy, and holistic life. So basically, praying them, praying goddess means that you're trying to actually imbibe the qualities of the goddess, and and get a deeper understanding of what the goddess actually represents. So a brief summary about like what each goddess represents. Like if we talk about Bala Tripura Sundari, the first step in spiritual progress is represented by her. And we create our own reality is the awareness that this goddess form brings and or conveys to all of us. If we talk about Annapurna Devi, we know that goddess Annapurna removes hunger, and it is not just hunger of the physical body but hunger of the soul too. So Devi gives a message that by practicing and teaching meditation and sharing wisdom, you know, we can be Annapurnas by quenching the soul knowledge, the spiritual knowledge for everybody by, you know, sharing our experiences and our wisdom and encouraging people to practice meditation. And then Gayatri Devi, she represents the energy to strive and come out of one's sadness. We all need to understand and realize that we represent the entire universe. We are all part of the universe, and everything, we are there in everything. This is the essence that the goddess conveys. And by practicing, say, 41 days meditation, we try to gain good energy and health, which is like Bhautika Shanti, they say. And then by spreading meditation, taking a 41-day challenge of spreading meditation, you know, it helps us to heal mentally and gain peace and mental health. And also it also helps, you know, people whom we are teaching meditation, right? So that is basically we are acquiring manashika shanti, that is mental peace and health. And the next 41 days of Sajjana Sangatya helps in spreading this happiness to everybody in the society through sharing experiences and being with like-minded people, which helps in attaining the peace, which is like Adhyatmika Shanti, spiritual peace. So the one who attains all the above three kinds of peace represents Gayatri Devi. And then coming to Lalita Devi, she represents the truth that we are not shape and form, but the soul. And Saraswati Devi, education is very important, and she represents wisdom and education and learning and knowledge, right? So it's very important in one's life, but by turning our awareness inwards within us gives us spiritual and soul knowledge, which is the form of Saraswati Mata. And through this, one can attain a very balanced life. So basically, through the practice of meditation, you know, our bodies will be tuned. And they say like how Saraswati Ma, as many of you know, holds the veena. So your bodies will be tuned so beautifully, and then everything will be in balance. That's what the form of Saraswati Mata is. And that's how we have to ensure that we are balancing our life, both physical and mental health. And Lakshmi Ma holds the lily in one hand and wealth in the other hand. So the lily quality is like it blooms and smells beautifully, but it is not touched by the dirt, even though it grows in the muddy pond. So we also need to be like lily, untouched by worldly matters and problems, and just focus on our inner self, gaining soul wisdom. So that is how we all achieve prosperity. Then Shakambari Devi. So we feel very happy, as you all notice, like if you see a blooming flower or a fruit, these are the gifts that nature gives us. And the message that this goddess form gives us is practicing non-violence and being a vegetarian. So enjoy whatever we have. It is not just to offer to a god whatever the nature has given. It is for you. You need to practice vegetarianism and be kind to all the other animals. That is the message that this goddess conveys to us. And then Durga Devi, she represents the energy shield. So once we gain the knowledge of the divine wealth, and we create a powerful energy shield around us, which actually helps us to fight against ignorance and sorrow and all the challenges that come across in our life, right? So if we are able to do that, then we all are Durga Devis. So that is what mass form represents as Durga Devi. And then the ninth is Mahishasura Mardini. So she represents the win over Arishad Vargas, or the six determinants for success. So we need to win over our weaknesses and also help others through practicing and spreading meditation, wherein we get a chance to reflect upon ourselves and try to win over all these things that are actually hindering us from achieving whatever we want to get in our life. And 10th day on Dasara, we worship Rajarajeshwari Devi. She represents bliss and contentment. So once we nurture the energies of all the 9 Devi forms, we and all the divine qualities that were hidden inside her due to ignorance. So she actually is the next step is Sri Rajarajeshwari Devi. And when woman, if she is able to nurture all the qualities, then she realizes that she is the collective energy of all the goddesses. So why is meditation important for women? Throughout this session today, we are going to hear a lot about why meditation and at what stages it helps women. I mean, this meditation helps everybody, but since we are trying to understand why is women gifted with certain things, you will understand it better. So in this, that everything has become so mechanical, and women these days face many challenges, and they get caught up, in materialistic affairs, and they don't focus much on themselves. So they have to balance between work life and family life, and every moment they're challenged, anxious, tired, restless, and there's a lot going on. So for example, if a pregnant lady carries these kind of negative vibrations, they will definitely, are going to spread and affect the fetus that she's carrying. So that is the reason these days we see more and more cases of kids born with physical and mental challenges. So humans have unlimited energy, especially women. And that's why, as I mentioned earlier, she's called as Shakti Swarupini. So women are losing all this precious energy, and it's eventually leading to all these kind of health problems. So they need to strive to conserve their energies. And this is definitely going to, in fact, help the coming generations too, as she's able to give life to another soul. So, and also to focus on ourselves, to balance all these things, the daily mundane life, and everything we can do with regular practice of meditation. And for that, we need a lot of patience and endurance, and these qualities a woman is already naturally gifted with. So it is responsibility of every woman to guide the world to practice meditation, the qualities of love, compassion, patience, and forgiveness that will actually protect the society. So every woman should strive to realize her true potential through meditation, and move ahead in life, and realize that she plays a very crucial role in the progress of the world. Now, coming to certain aspects, this book talks about menstruation, childbirth, and lot of other challenges that women face. So what is menstruation and the importance, right? So the major stages of human cycle, as you all know, for women, it's pregnancy, infancy, toddler years, and childhood, puberty, and then we come to adolescence, middle age, and the senior years. So once a child is born, until he or she is like 7 years of age, there'll be a lot of mental growth and changes that happen. And a girl, when she enters puberty, she goes through a lot of physical and hormonal changes as her body is getting ready and prepared to develop the reproductive systems for creating another life. So the ovaries and the uterus develop, and the most important phase of menstruation begins. So menstruation is the first and crucial step for a girl to become a complete woman. So we need to really accept this phase, and younger girls should be given good education on this subject so that they don't shy away or hate this phase. So they should be taught to happily embrace it. And in India, like we see a lot of elders making a lot of comments around the girl, saying, "Oh, she's too young. Oh, why did this happen? Oh, now all her problems are starting." So all these kind of conversations will actually affect the girl mentally, and that is going to impact her body and her future. So we are going to see how it is going to affect the body. So instead of focusing more on how to celebrate these events, because there are certain rituals and functions that we have when a girl menstruates, or so instead of focusing on all these functions and celebrating them in a grand manner, it is very important for the society and for the elderly people, for elderly women, to talk to the girl and understand their emotions and guide them. So I mean, why is it very important? Because when the girl is in puberty, the egg that is formed in the ovaries like indicates that she's starting to receive all the divine power that she needs, because in future she's going to be part of creating another life. So there's a lot of energy that is needed for all these organs to function correctly, and this is true for both boys and girls, but more for girls. And so it is very important that this kind of negative talk is not impacting their mental and eventually their physical health. So now to help a woman, like in reproduction, like I'm just going a bit more into science. I'll tell you the reason why I'm explaining. So it's like 4 to 5 days after the cycle, the egg will be formed, which will be ready to unite with the sperm to form an embryo. So everything is like, it takes 15 days for the egg to completely form, and 16 days onwards it start losing the energy. And again, next 14 to 15 days it comes out of body during menstruation. Everything is actually designed in such a beautiful way to help the creation. So and everything happens through the cosmic energy that she is absorbing. And if the egg fertilizes, then again it is the same divine energy or cosmic energy that actually helps the formation of the baby. So they observed that if a woman is healthy, the egg is actually, the aura of the egg is very different. And if the woman is not able to, if the girl is not able to actually accept it in a good way, and if it is affecting her cycle and all that, then this would lead to her not receiving again adequate energy, and that leads to something called as a kundalini dosha, basically the energy that is there in the body, that many of you can understand when you meditate. So it is very important to ensure that kids get into meditation right at very early age, so that we receive all this energy at the right time and not get into all the negative chatter around. And even before anybody gets married, it's important that they first come into this path and try to understand themselves better, so that they can live a beautiful life and create a beautiful life for the for the kids that they're going to bring into this world. So that's why you also see many ceremonies and thread ceremonies or other rituals, and so many of them happening, because it's all trying to impart that divine education. But most important is practicing meditation. And why are women gifted with so much of energies? Because of the most important organ, which is uterus. So menstruation is actually like a boon to women, and only women are gifted, as I said, with the ability to give nutrition, body, shape to the fertilized egg. And uterus is like a temple. So they say that, it's compared to the goddess in the temple, right? So it's as important as that. And without any effort from a woman, actually, because she has the uterus, she receives immense divine power, because that in turn helps in creating another life. And many women actually do the mistake of getting the uterus removed just because they develop aversion towards these cycles, and how it is going to affect them physically and mentally. So and also in many parts of India, right, not being able to participate in certain rituals and all that. So they need to take these decisions very carefully, and they should not attempt to do anything like this before the menopause, because they will start losing their divine power that they receive because they have the uterus. And women who have regular, healthy and regular menstrual cycles usually have a very strong body, immune system, and mental health. So by getting the uterus removed, they will be creating a lot of issues. And also, there are a few other things that they suggest, like elders insist on, like certain parts of the place, without this understanding, women think that this is all a very big hassle. But they say, you have to take head bath as soon as your menstruation starts. Now, some reasons behind this is, we are trying to cleanse our body and getting our body prepared to receive the divine cosmic energy. So that's the reason elders insist. Normally they say, they try to instill fear and make women do all this, but there is a spiritual reason behind whatever we used to follow earlier. And one of them is like cleansing and getting our body ready. And we are not touched, we're not allowed to touch or sit separately. In some parts of India, that's still followed. And this is because the nadi mandala, the energy centers, will be very sensitive during that time. They'll be very tired, so they need a lot of rest, and they need a lot of energy. So the energy leakage will also be not that much. So that's the reason they say that you just need to take rest, stay relaxed, and so that you're balancing your emotion. And also, some of the religious ceremonies, the reason why they say that during that part of time you're not supposed to participate is because the body also has the capability, the body will be in a state to actually absorb everything very easily. So sometimes some women may not be able to handle very high energies. So that's the reason they say that just stay at home and take rest. But it is not to stop them from doing anything that they want to. It is just practice to help them to absorb the divine power or cosmic energy, and just so that they're prepared for what is going to happen in future in their life. And also, the author also addresses about some of the problems and solutions during this menstruation. Some women face a lot of challenges, like having migraine headaches, body pains, cramps, and all that. So this happens because they are not completely accepting their femininity. And like, as I mentioned earlier, like developing aversion towards monthly cycles and all. So as you all know, a soul does not have a gender, but in the process of evolution of a soul, it will take the body of a woman to develop the qualities that it needs to, like compassion, service mindedness, patience, love, and affection, and also most importantly, experience motherhood. So the reason why we are in this body is because we have come here to learn some lessons. So it is very important for a woman to accept her femininity with love and embrace it. And until this happens, the soul will be born as a woman, and until she completely accepts her femininity. Coming to the most important part, marriage. So life is a celebration, and marriage is a huge celebration. So, Masters, the author has shared beautiful tips about the most important aspects of our life, especially for a woman, right? So, marriage is like a huge celebration. It is not just like union of two people or just two families coming together to celebrate. It's like union of two souls. So the souls, based on their karmas and soul plans, actually plan to incarnate on earth and get married even before they are born. So that's the reason people say that marriages are made in heaven. So we think that we are making all these decisions on earth plane, but no, it's decided much earlier. So the success of a marriage lies in the couple, deciding to do good things together to help the society. It is very important that they both meditate, read right books, and participate in sajjana sangatya to attain bliss and enlightenment. So whatever wisdom is earned through these will help them to actually live in awareness while enjoying the marital life. And this in turn helps them in bringing beautiful divine souls who have great physical health and soul strength and beautiful energy um, on earth. So it's and every woman or man, they want to have a very compatible and understanding spouse in their life. But before wishing for a person, I know I said like everything is decided before we are born, but even if you want to attract that particular soul, that particular person with the qualities that you want, you actually first need to introspect yourself. If are you having those kind of qualities? Because there's a saying wherein we say like attracts like. I mean, you the vibration at which you are is what you attract, right? So um we need to understand that we always need to be at that good frequency to attract the soul that we decided with the qualities that we want. And also like for us to make better choices, like as I said, these decisions are not just made on earth plane, but in this life what can we do? We need to regularly meditate, teach meditation, and be a vegetarian. And that way, like we are trying to uh, better our vibration frequency, and that way we are going to attract great things into our life and great person into our life. So the author also suggested donating spiritual books, so that one can clear karmas and manifest a great compatibility with the spouse in their life. So there are a few other affirmations also that the author suggested, like just always thinking that I have everything in my life. I'm manifesting a beautiful soul with great qualities in my life as life partner, and I'm receiving energies without asking from the universe. So there are some of the things related to marriage, and getting a compatible partner is what the author suggested. And then comes the next important part after marriage, that is conception of a baby. So thoughts that the life partners, the mother and the father, right, have a play a crucial role in growth and development of a baby. So more than physical health, the mental health of parents that determines the health of the baby. So it is very important that um, both wife and husband have very divine thoughts about the physical intimacy also. They should not think that it is something wrong. And this is a great divine process wherein you are trying to bring a beautiful life on earth. So it is, this physical intimacy should not be looked at as it should be looked as a divine process to bring a divine soul to earth, as I mentioned. And when can we have these good thoughts and serene thoughts is when you are practicing meditation. And it is very important to practice vegetarianism too, because the food that we eat will have direct impact on our thoughts. You might see that many people serve non-vegetarian food during this marriage and rituals that are performed during or after marriage. But when two souls and bodies unite physically to bring another soul, it should be done in the most divine way. We need to understand that we create bad karma for the souls by killing animals and serving them to celebrate such occasions. What a beautiful wisdom was shared on this. And we always, the wife and husband always need to live with awareness, and reading spiritual books to live a beautiful, serene life. And also always remember that what we eat, see, and hear impacts our physical and mental health. And most importantly, the thoughts that a woman carries during this physical intimacy with her husband actually affects the child that will be conceived. So it is very important that the woman should be in awareness, avoid fear, and be have a very pure positive thought. So that's the reason the author always emphasizes on reading books and practicing vegetarianism and being with like-minded people, so that we create such kind of thoughts all the time. Because that it's habit, like whatever we constantly are with, that is what is runs in our thoughts, right? So you all might have experienced that. Some of the problems that women cannot conceive is, sometimes you see that the doctors say that there's nothing wrong with the wife or the husband, but still they are unable to. It is one of the reasons that is that a woman not having interest in motherhood. Some women have fears and some wrong notions about childbirth. So all these interfere in this natural divine process and create problems. So if a mother is not able to accept her, if a woman is not able to accept her femininity and a lot of apprehensions about delivery and motherhood, then how can she be deemed worthy of bringing another life? So her body will refuse. So until and unless she actually accepts, this is going to create problems in conceiving a baby. So always one thing author suggests is introspection and living with awareness. And the next phase is the childbirth or the delivery process. Childbirth is a very natural process, and women develop anxiety about this process, as I said, because of some people say there'll be a lot of pain, and many elders keep saying, it's like punarjanma or rebirth, and all this. But rebirth here is referring to the woman being born as a mother. She's entering the motherhood. So that's the whole point of saying that it's a it's like a rebirth for women. And the 9 months that mother carries the baby is like very crucial. So the babies start learning and grasping energies around and vibrations right from the womb. Like, they said Kauravas, so it seems, developed hatreds towards Pandavas right from when they were in Gandhari's womb through her thoughts. So it is very important that a mother is aware and balances her emotions, as they are going to impact the future of the baby. So when the mother accepts and welcomes her child with love, she will not have to go through the labor pain. So that is what they are saying by observation. She needs to understand that it's a natural process, have trust in nature, and she should not be worried or have wrong thoughts about this whole process. And some women prefer C-section for this reason, to avoid the pain, right? But it is observed that kids who are born through C-section lack the proactiveness. They have inhibitions and they need to be constantly pushed to do things. So whereas kids who are born through normal delivery process have more self-confidence. And the next phase that a woman faces is menopause. So every woman, once she reaches the age between 40 and 50, will be facing this challenge of menopause. This is the phase wherein the menstruation cycle will slowly stop. So as I said, because of the ability to being able to create life through the uterus, the woman can actually receive she'll be receiving a lot of cosmic energy. But as the cycles stop, this absorption, this reception of cosmic energy will reduce. So she will experience various symptoms like obesity, hot flashes, hair fall, osteoporosis, so many of them. Now, this is all natural process, but how do we reduce the impact of these problems that a woman is facing? The only way is she needs to accept this phase with love, and she needs to spend more time in meditation to replenish herself with the cosmic energy, and reading right spiritual books and Sajjana Sangatya to balance her mental and physical health and to live a peaceful life. These are one of the wonderful wisdom messages that the author has shared. And these are, as you all know, crucial times in a woman's life, all these stages, right? So it's very important that women spend even more time in meditation and try to spread this wisdom and knowledge with all the patience and all the qualities that she has. And I was like really amazed to learn so many things by reading this book. And there are few other important tips and tools that the author suggested. The first thing that we all need to remember is, like, we create our own reality. So whatever we receive in this life is all created by us. So we always need to keep this in mind. They say thoughts are electromagnetic. So if you think you're healthy, you will be. And if you think your life is sad, that is what you're attracting more and more into your life. And if you're happy and content in life, that is what you're going to attract more in life. So wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. So if you want to create or manifest something in your life, your thoughts, efforts, everything should be focused on that particular goal. Then, even universe then creates even more opportunities for us to achieve that goal. And they say present is present. So it's like a present to us. So present is the most powerful tool. Being present is, it helps us to achieve anything that we want. So no matter what you did in the past, but by being more aware and creating the right thoughts, we can be happy in the present moment and also create the future we want. So if we are facing any unwanted situations, it is not by coincidence, but it is because we are creating the thoughts that led to it. So we all know that past cannot be changed, but being aware of the present can, make the present as well as the future more beautiful. And tool that immensely helps us is positive visualization to resolve some challenges that we face. So, for example, visualization is so powerful. Like if you're not feeling well, remember the time that you were well, and you notice that your body will start healing. This is helpful for everybody. I mean, even like for students, this visualization is so powerful. Like if the students think about visualizing and clearing their exams and celebrating their win with family, even before giving the exams, it has an immense impact on the way they perform. And affirmations also help a lot in manifesting the reality we want. So always, we all need to practice good positive affirmations every day. And the most important thing, masters, is respecting every being on earth. So realizing that life on earth is very valuable, and we do not have the right to control or kill any animal. And so we need to practice Vaishnavism and be kind to all. So this is what I wanted to share from the book Masters. I really thoroughly enjoyed reading it and translating it into English and summarizing it for you all. It's been a great learning, and I hope you all also benefited, Masters. And I really, really, the author actually mentions a lot about practicing, and I'm so blessed to be part of all this wonder, especially about Prabodh sir. Prabodh sir plays a very crucial role in my spiritual journey. He is always there whenever I needed support, enlightenment sessions, and Gudakesha, and I benefited immensely from them. I feel he's the simplest guru who makes everything simple for seekers like us. And small little concepts like 1 minute meditation, Divya Drushti, and the tips he followed, it really helped me a lot. And I personally experienced bliss following all his guidance. And when Prabodh sir suggested to join Gudakesha session, I was very excited, but I was also I was not very confident if I will be able to do it. But I was resisting and trying to postpone. And one day I decided to join. And as in any, I experienced a disconnect before this, before joining Gudakesha. But after joining, I felt like I came back to myself. And I really understood that, coming out of the comfort zone is very important for one's growth. And Prabodh sir always reminded me of this. And I had beautiful experiences while doing Gudakesha Masters. So I really suggest one and all to join Gudakesha and experience the bliss system that Prabodh sir and all the masters on this platform are sharing. Thank you so much for patiently listening to me. Manigar, thank you so much. Masters, if anyone has any questions or any perspective that you want to share, please feel free to unmute. Manjwani, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. This book has written by the writer in madam. She translated totally to the English, and then she expressed here. So she spent a lot of time because she has very busy schedule. First she said, I cannot this time, I cannot come to the session, but with our request, she came. She spent a lot of time and shared the wisdom. Thank you very much, ma'am. Really, feminine energy, lady has physically has it has a direct portal to connect with the universe, because physical body, of course, gents has also there in their pranamaya sharira. If we came into the spirituality, they will grow very fastly than gents. That is the reason. But every woman need to understand this and need to be aware when you're in their thoughts and doing everything. So they can be grow spiritually very fastly because of this reason. So shared wisdom very good, ma'am. The book also very good. I didn't read till now that book. Today I listened everything from your mouth. Thank you very much once again accepting our request, and we are expecting more wisdom from you in future sessions also. This time I am expecting in US Gudakesha. Again, once again, welcome in US session to join this time.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, I should thank you
and
for giving this opportunity, because there were a lot of unanswered questions, right? I mean, sometimes even earlier, like when some of the kids ask, we don't know what to tell, but because we ourselves lack that understanding, whatever has been carried from our parents, we carry that mindset. But this book has actually given answered so many of my questions so beautifully, right? I'm really grateful, and always sharing wisdom. Like, I'm always motivated, because I'm not a person who's a very sincere reader. I do read, but not. But an opportunity like this, gives me a chance to actually read and help communicate this whatever I have learned to others too. So I'm part of GMP family. So I am very happy to be here to share this with everybody. Thank you for all the kind comments, Masters. And yes, Gudakesha is like it's an amazing experience for me. All the sessions that I attended on GMP platform have been like really life turning, I would say.
yeah, this time also we are expecting again back to US session, ma'am. Thank you very much once again, ma'am. Thank you, Mani, for giving me this opportunity to speak with you here. Thank you.
Ushaji, no, the book is not translated. Actually, I made this attempt of trying to capture the most of the messages that she has written into English, because we have a time constraint also. So I wanted to summarize the key points of the book. But most of the book, yes, I actually noted in English. Hoping there'll be soon English version. It'll be really helpful.
Maybe you can ask the writer to write English from your hand. Because you're already translated.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, hoping definitely. Perspective, Masters.
Yes, thank you so much, Swapna Master. It was a wonderful session. I did so many topics resonated with me, where you said it is essential, if you are seeking a spouse who is understanding, or if you are seeking a quality in someone, you have to make sure that you are compatible. I mean, you have to be at that level in order to, when you're seeking, you have to be able yourself. I'm not sure if I'm conveying it right, but That's what I understood, and I'm fortunate enough to meet my when I did. She's really understanding. She is really spiritual. She is the first one that asked me to turn into a vegetarian, and that's how I did. And we are blessed boy recently, months ago, and our spiritual journey started when we found out that she wanted to raise us before raising him, and that got started. And fortunate enough to find Gudakesha. That was back in July 2022, and all the experiences that I had are incredible. If you had told me that I would experience all 1 year ago, I wouldn't have believed it. Things that are magic, the energies and the vibrations, the peace, the bliss that I would get when I close my eyes. Everyone has to experience that for themselves. There are no words. Uh, Namrata Garu, you asked for the link to register for Gudakesha. I posted it in the chat. Please let any of us know if you have any other questions on how to register. And madam, I am fortunate that I attended T7 Gudakesha, and it was happening during the
Yes.
Navaratris, and Prabodh Master had every day he would explain the significance of the day, and he would give us tasks on what we should do. We would have the regular curriculum of Gudakesha, the tips and tricks, the food meditation, the movie meditation, walking meditation. But these 9 days, we had additional tasks of Navaratri, and he would explain the significance each deity, which you just explained. It was amazing. Thing in mind for Shivaratri as well. And I would strongly recommend, if you are considering Gudakesha, please do.
Yeah.
And thanks so much, Swapna, for the wisdom.
No, thank you. Thank you.
The specialty I want to share about the money, sir. Before joining Gudakesha only, he eagerly waiting to join in the session. So when the session will start, only he started his Gudakesha. Night time, he saw the of the Prabodh Master. He followed and in Gudakesha by own. So then he joined in Gudakesha. So because people after joining, doing the is very tough. But he started by himself and did Gudakesha before joining only. The great thing, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Really inspired by all these masters, madam, all of you. I've heard your wisdom in Gudakesha. I've heard many others sharing. It's amazing because this is a journey. It's not like you did something and you're done. You need to keep doing. You need to keep learning. It's a continuous process, right? And at every step, I feel even if it is 1 year old or 100 years old, there is always something to learn from them. And that's the reason the author and even Patriji and Prabodh are always just regularly practicing meditation, being a vegetarian, and being in sajjana sangatya more, because my spiritual growth has been through listening to experiences and perspectives of all the other masters, I would say. I was like addicted listening to experiences. And that is how I could correlate, because it is not that we are going to experience the same thing in our journey, but those are all tips and tools. Sometimes if you wander and think, is it even possible? When you listen to others, that's how you understand. And you want to dive deeper into this understanding. So it's very important, masters, to practice in sessions like this, and also Gudakesha, meet with like-minded people, and it is immensely going to help your spiritual journey. And I mean, it helped me, and I'm sure it is going to help everybody here. And this is a wonderful platform. Thank you once again for this opportunity, Manjuani madam. Thank you for pushing me to do this. I'm really blessed. Thank you, Manigaru.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Master.
Namaste.
Bye,
everyone.
Does anyone else have any questions, Masters? Or something you want to share,
So
you are
just
welcome to unmute yourself.
yeah. Good morning. I'm Namrata from Bangalore. Just wanted to check the dates for Gudakesha program.
It's starting from 18th in Telugu batch, ma'am. After 5 days, English batch will start, ma'am.
Okay, because it is showing 41 days online, so I was little confused. So that's why I'm asking.
Yes, ma'am. 18th to 5 days, master will be with us. Then after
Okay.
5 days, English session will start. English session also, he will be with us 5 days. So
Okay.
latter 5 days, our leaders will be there to take care of you 41 days. This is 41 days course. So
Okay.
weekly once master will come and taking the questions and any doubts are there,
Okay.
we will clarify. But leaders will be with you every day, taking the attendance, how you are taking caring of everything by the leaders
Okay.
only. So it's 41 days course, so it's an amazing journey actually.
Okay.
So you can share this about this course to anyone, because
Yeah.
it will be only yearly tries
Okay.
will be there. And those who want to go spiritually, very interested to do sadhana very
Yes.
seriously. So this is the best course. Actually, if you want to start the happiest journey means, I thought it is Gudakesha only. So myself, it is feel like that. After doing Gudakesha, I felt that happiness always on my face and also inside.
Okay.
So you can suggest anyone, ma'am. So those
Okay.
who want to join also. So it is
Okay, ma'am.
41 days course, ma'am. Actually,
Okay.
there will be everyone has the 21 days or 41 days. It is mandala will be there, right?
Yes.
Anybody
Yes.
who do habituate in our life, so this should be
Okay.
like that. So master made the course like that, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Padma Master, please, and you can
Hi.
unmute yourself.
Hello. Namaste. It's really nice program. It is really a nice program. I just wanted to know for the US timings for US. Right? Gudakesha.
It's your timings only, ma'am. Night time only. In India also, it will be starting at 9 o'clock, right? 9 to 5. The same thing
Okay.
in US also. Their night times it will be there. You have they have their own June. There will be leaders are there. They will take care of everything according to their time zones only. That's it. The time, ma'am.
Okay. And then 10 on 18th itself, right?
Yeah, 18th.
Same
On
18th.
18th it is Telugu session. But in Telugu and English is combined, right? Manigaru, I think registrations is not open now. If English batch, English will people also will join. They will start English batch also separately. They will create breakout
Yeah,
rooms.
I already joined
So
for Telugu program.
yeah, Telugu session it will start on 18th only, madam. The same
And
day.
one more thing, actually, I saw the advertisement for 4-day program. Something for the Shivratri. What is that? Like that is Indian time, right?
Ma'am, can you tell again?
4-day program.
A 4 days program. Yeah,
Mm.
4 days program in Shivaratri time, ma'am. In India, it
Yeah.
is there. Some live session on Shivaratri program is there. One auditorium. So one day session that one. Later, it is 10 day session is there. Live session conducted by workshop by Prabodh Master.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe she's talking about train your mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
train your
that was-
mind 4-day program. Something you advertised.
yeah. Train your mind program.
Shivratri.
Yeah, it is the first Gudakesha step is train your mind program only. How to learn thoughtless state, stay in the meditation. That is the first step. After practicing train your mind, they will join in Gudakesha advanced course, ma'am. You can join in train your mind course. That is also free online session, ma'am.
That is the timings are Indian timings, right?
Yeah, it's Indian timings, ma'am. There is no
Yeah.
special timings for US, but there are recorded videos will be available whenever you want. You can watch, ma'am, in your timings.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Padma Garu. I just posted the 4-day Train Your Mind workshop link in the chat below. You can take a look and join the WhatsApp. And myself, I am from US batch as well. I didn't get a chance to attend the English sessions, but I joined the Telugu Gudakesha in the US batch, and they would probably run from 10 p.m. Eastern time till 6 a.m.
6
Eastern.
Okay. 6 a.m.
Yeah.
10 to 6. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want, you can leave early also, ma'am, before 6
Yeah,
o'clock,
absolutely.
because when your children's schools will be start early, right?
Yeah, no. Actually, I had to go to work, so that's why.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Master.
Mhm.
Does anyone else have any questions, Master, or feedback? You can unmute yourself. I think that is it, Andy. Shall we conclude the session, or would you like to add anything, Manjuani ma'am or Swapna ma'am?
Nothing, sir. You can conclude the session.
Good. Thank you so much once again.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Master. And once again, my deep gratitude to Grandmaster Prabodh Garu for providing this wonderful platform and his constant guidance and support. Thank you. And thank you to the leadership team and the hosting team and all the attendees here with us today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.